Alright, we're going to take a look at how to set CabinetPartsPro to run in metric. And to do this, and once we set it up to metric, all settings and all dimensions need to be entered in as a metric dimension. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the settings, and then to the nesting settings. Setting the checkbox to use the metric settings. Our safe height, we need to adjust that as well to make sure that we're in a metric setting here. So I'm going to enter in 6 millimeters. Then go to the nesting page and change the sheet size from 48 inches to 1219 millimeters in the width, and then the length is going to be 2438. The part spacing, the distance between each part, right now is set at 0.5. We'll change that to 12, and the trim edges set to 6. That is all of the nesting part of the settings we need to change. The next thing that we have to change is all of the main cabinet settings. This is, for example, all our shelf hole settings. Right now they're all entered in and set by default in Imperial settings. We need to go through all of these settings and change them to all metric equivalent numbers. To do that, we could go in and change every one of these manually. That could take some time. There is a button down here that says scale to metric, and basically all this does is this multiplies all the settings that are behind every button here, multiplies them by 25.4 basically to get the metric equivalent. So now we can see that we have metric numbers for every one of our or every one of our settings here. Just double check the material. Looks like they are all good to go. So once that is done, it is simply going in just as we would any other cabinet, enter in the heights. This time the heights and widths need to be entered in as a metric equivalent. So 770 by 770 by 304. Have one of those, add to the cabinet, then calculate and nest. That is the basics to getting set up to run as metric. Remember, when you're setting up for toolpaths and setting up the toolpath templating, everything in the toolpath window also needs to be set to metric. Once you're set in metric, run everything as metric and using metric numbers, and all will be good. Hope this helps.